Let's get right into it. Number 10. The dryer's hidden death trap. That fluffy stuff you pull out of your dryer's lint trap is just the tip of the fire-starting iceberg. Every time you dry your clothes, tiny bits of fabric escape past that lint trap. These sneaky little fibers build up in your dryer vent pipe like a fluffy time bomb. This isn't just any regular fluff. This stuff is basically nature's perfect kindling. All it takes is one spark, one tiny malfunction, and suddenly your laundry room becomes the world's worst barbecue. You can fix this in less time than a commercial break. Just grab a dryer vent brush from any hardware store. It looks like a giant pipe cleaner on a stick. You just shove it in there and twist. The amount of lint that comes out will horrify you. It's like pulling a sweater's worth of fluff from your walls. Nearly 3,000 house fires start every year from dirty dryer vents. If you can't remember the last time you cleaned it, you're basically running a textile-fueled fire hazard. Number 9. Washing machine hoses. So you know those black rubber hoses connected to your washing machine? The ones you haven't thought about since, well, ever? They're probably plotting to ruin your life right now. These things are like time bombs made of rubber, just waiting to burst and install an unwanted water feature in your laundry room. And when they burst, they don't just leak, they spray water everywhere like a fire hose having a mental breakdown. We're talking about up to 600 gallons per hour of water shooting into your house. That's enough to flood your entire first floor in the time it takes to watch a single TikTok video. Fixing this potential disaster takes literally 5 minutes and costs about $20. All you need to do is replace those old rubber hoses with steel-braided ones. These steel-braided hoses are like the Navy SEALs of water hoses. They're virtually indestructible, and they'll probably outlast your washing machine. You don't need any special tools or skills. Just turn off the water, unscrew the old hoses, and screw on the new ones. If you're looking at your rubber hoses right now and they're more than 5 years old, they're basically ticking time bombs. And unlike other home disasters that give you warning signs, these hoses just wait until you're on vacation to turn your house into an aquarium. Number 8. Loose electrical outlets. That wobbly outlet in your kitchen that wiggles like a loose tooth every time you plug in your toaster is not just annoying, it's trying to burn your house down. Every time that outlet moves, it's creating tiny electrical arcs inside your wall. It's like having a tiny lightning storm behind your drywall. And just like real lightning, these sparks are hot enough to ignite anything nearby. The solution here is almost insultingly easy. You just need to tighten 2 screws. First, turn off the power at your breaker box. Take off the outlet cover plate. Look for 2 screws at the top and bottom of the outlet. Tighten them until the outlet is snug against the electrical box. 5 minutes of work to stop your house from spontaneously combusting. The crazy part is most people ignore this problem for years. They'll spend hundreds on a fancy coffee maker that plugs into that same death trap outlet. Meanwhile, their wall is hosting its own private 4th of July celebration. Electrical fires are a leading cause of house fires in the US. That's a lot of houses going up in smoke because someone couldn't be bothered to grab a screwdriver. Number 7. The AC's revenge. That dark stain on your ceiling that looks like a sad continent. The one you've been ignoring for weeks, hoping it'll magically disappear. It's probably your AC trying to turn your attic into an indoor swamp. Your AC doesn't just cool your house. It's also pulling moisture out of the air like a giant dehumidifier. All that water has to go somewhere, and usually it drains through a little pipe that runs from your AC unit. That pipe loves to get clogged with algae and gunk. When that happens, the water has nowhere to go except straight into your ceiling. That moisture seeps into your insulation, creates a 5-star resort for mold, and slowly turns your wooden beams into soggy bread. Fixing this is easier than making instant ramen. Just find the access point to your AC's drain line. It usually looks like a T-shaped PVC pipe, and pour a cup of vinegar down there. That's literally all you need to do every few months. The vinegar kills the algae, and your AC can go back to doing its job instead of plotting your house's destruction. 5 minutes of your time to avoid thousands in repairs. And if you're thinking, nah, I'll do it later, mold spores are probably having a party in your attic right now, sending out invitations to all their fungal friends. Number 6. The unsteady toilet. Your toilet wobbles when you sit on it, like you're on a tiny boat. That wobble means your toilet is a ticking time bomb of destruction. When your toilet rocks, even just a little bit, it means the wax ring seal at the base is broken, and that seal is the only thing keeping sewage from slowly leaking into your floor. Right now, every time you flush, a tiny amount of foul water is seeping into your floorboards. Drip by drip, that water is turning your floor into a mushy, rotting mess. The worst part is you won't even notice until one day your foot goes through the floor. or your toilet crashes through the ceiling into your living room if you live in a 2-story house. Fixing this is super easy and cheap. All you need are some plastic shims from the hardware store. Just slip them under the wobbly side of your toilet until it stops rocking. Then snap off the visible part of the shim, and you're done. 5 minutes of work just saved you thousands in floor repairs. And if you're thinking your toilet only wobbles a tiny bit and it's fine, that's exactly what your neighbor thought before their bathroom became a swamp. Number 5. The range hood's grease trap. Take a look up at your range hood right now. See that filter behind the vent? It's probably covered in what looks like sticky brown goo. That's not just dirt. It's basically napalm waiting to happen. Every time you cook, tiny droplets of grease float up and get caught in that filter. Most people have never cleaned their range hood filter. Not once. Ever. And that's how kitchen fires start. You've got an open flame or hot surface right under what's basically a sheet of solid grease. One bigger than usual flare-up from your pan, and that filter becomes a sheet of flames right above your head. Cleaning it takes less time than a commercial break. Just pop out the filter. It usually just slides or clicks out. Drop it in your sink with some degreasing dish soap and hot water. Let it soak for a few minutes while you scroll through your phone. Give it a quick scrub, rinse it off, and pop it back in. Look at the water when you're done. It'll be so gross you'll wonder how you ever cooked under that thing. Number 4. The $5 flood. That garden hose you left connected outside. Yeah, that one. Seems harmless. That innocent-looking hose is actually plotting to turn your basement into an indoor swimming pool. Winter comes along, and that water trapped in your outdoor faucet freezes. When water freezes, it expands. It's like the Incredible Hulk trying to fit into Spider-Man's costume. Something's gotta give. In this case, that something is your pipes. They crack, but you won't know it yet because everything's still frozen. Then spring comes along. The ice melts, and you're recreating Titanic in your basement. The fix takes 5 minutes. Disconnect your hose in fall, drain it, and store it. You can buy insulated covers for your outdoor faucets. They cost $5. You're basically choosing between spending $5 now or $5,000 later. Number 3. The Pest Superhighway. Under your kitchen sink, there's a gap around the pipe where it goes into the wall. It's basically a welcome sign for every creepy crawler in your neighborhood. These gaps aren't just convenient entrances. They're creating a pressure difference that actively sucks pests into your house. Your house is literally vacuum cleaning the neighborhood's bugs right into your kitchen. That same gap is letting your heated or cooled air escape. You're not just hosting unwanted guests. You're paying to heat and cool the outdoors too. Fixing this takes about 3 minutes and costs less than a coffee. Grab some steel wool and expanding foam from any hardware store. Stuff the steel wool in first. Mice can't chew through it. Then seal it with the foam. Every night while you're sleeping, there's probably a whole party of uninvited guests using your pipes like a highway system. The average home has about 100 different species of bugs living in it right now. Most of them probably use that gap as their front door. Number 2. The fridge's secret swamp. Right under your fridge, there's a little pan that's supposed to catch water. It's called a drip pan, and it's probably growing things that would make a CDC scientist need therapy. Your fridge needs to get rid of water from defrosting. That water drips into this pan, where it's supposed to evaporate, but if you never clean it, that pan becomes nature's greatest science experiment. I once cleaned a friend's drip pan and found what looked like a tiny civilization evolving. The smell was like a swamp had a baby with old gym socks. The fix is super simple. Find the pan. It's usually accessed from the front bottom of your fridge. Slide it out carefully because you don't want that prehistoric soup spilling. Dump the water, wash it with soap and hot water, and slide it back in. 5 minutes of work. But that moldy water is pumping spores into your kitchen 24/7. Those spores float up and land on your food. That's probably why your strawberries keep getting fuzzy so fast. Set a reminder to clean it every 3 months, or just wait until something under your fridge starts developing consciousness and demands voting rights. Number 1. The sink's corroded underbelly. That U-shaped pipe under your sink is called a P-trap, and it might be plotting to ruin your day. It's usually made of metal, and its whole job is to hold a little pool of water to block sewer gases from coming up through your drain, meaning it's constantly wet for years, which means it rusts. You can fix this with less brainpower than it takes to order a pizza. You can replace the whole thing with a plastic P-trap for about $10. No plumber needed. It just screws on and off by hand, 5 minutes tops. But if you wait until it fails, you're looking at rotted cabinet floors, mold, and damage to the floor below. I've seen people spend thousands fixing water damage from a part that costs less than their lunch. You can check if yours needs replacing right now. Just tap it gently with your finger. If it feels rough, flaky, or you can see rust spots, you just saved yourself from a future disaster. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.